name is Kindra Monet. I'm the co-founder of the PeekABoo Pretty Girl Foundation. We were founded in 2012 after my friend and I went to a women's shelter, and we noticed that people donate things like old shirts, old clothing, the basics, but nobody's giving them mascara or hair products or perfume, things like that. So we were thinking, everybody deserves to feel beautiful. And so that's where our slogan came from. We all deserve to feel beautiful. And so from there, it has branched out to mentoring young girls and women, to throwing, basically, we throw fun events, we get lit, we party for a purpose, but all the proceeds always go back into the community. And recently we started the Pretty Powerful Scholarship, and so now we're giving, with another organization, we give $1,000 to a college junior or senior so that they can graduate with less debt. My friend, the other founder, Jessica Thompson, or Jessica T, she goes by Jessica T, excuse me. But she, I believe first she held a meeting at USC campus, University of South Carolina, to see who would be willing to be involved. And from there, we developed a small team, and that's how we were first able to start doing charity. The first act of charity that we did was with the Hannah House, which is a women's transitional home in South Carolina, and we went and we did a skincare workshop for them. So luckily we have a lot of brands that have jumped on board to support us. We have Chapstick donates to us, Demeter Fragrances, Acure Organics, they have their skincare line. So we have a lot of companies that have helped us be able to go into these shelters and actually have something to give them. But I'd say one of the biggest challenges was probably support from the people that you know. You expect that your friends or your associates will be the first ones on board to donate and to help out, but it was surprisingly strangers are the first ones that were willing to help. I think the best part is the sisterhood that we make with other women that we meet, whether it's through charity or the sisterhood within the team. Sometimes I joke around, like, we have the group me, everybody uses group me now. Sometimes I joke around, we're like PeekABoo Pretty Girl Sorority Incorporated, because sometimes we're not even talking about the charity work, like somebody's talking about boyfriend problems or, whatever the case may be. So we're really a good support system for each other. The worst part, there's not really, there's not much of a downside, but what I would say is that working with a nonprofit, especially a new nonprofit, is that you put a lot of work into it, and sometimes I'm putting my own money into it, but this is not my source of income. By day, I'm a publicist, so some of my connections help with that, but I would say sometimes it's fulfilling, but monetarily, it's not. It's a nonprofit, right. So it's not where I'm getting my checks from. My advice is to start with the technical and legal things. We are in the process, we just finally got our 501c3. Yeah, we finally got that down pat, but we've been incorporated for a few years now, because when somebody sees that you have something going on and they like it, they might try and do the same thing that you're doing. And of course, when I'm doing charity, I'm never hating on another women's organization. I'm like, we have the same mission, go for it. But we have had people who have gone as far as to even duplicate our logo or things like that. So even though it's a nonprofit, it's still a business at the end of the day. So my advice is to get all those things squared away before you get too far down the road. You might think like, oh, I'm just starting, I'm new, I don't need to worry about the legalities till later. It's easier when you're in the beginning stages.
You're doing, because is it only in South Carolina right now?
It's based predominantly in South Carolina, but now that I've been in New York for a few years, I've been waiting to build a team here because it's something so close to my heart, and we deal with people's lives. So I want to make sure that everybody on my team has the same heart for it. So we're based in South Carolina, but we do things all over. Well, one of the easiest ways to keep up with us is Instagram. PeekABoo Pretty Girl is our Instagram, but if you go to www.peekabooprettigirl.com, there you can find our Instagram, our Twitter, all of our social media handles. We also have a newsletter that keeps people up to date with the community service events that we have. So even if you're not on our core team, we still have events that volunteers can come and help out all the time. And we're always accepting donations of lightly used beauty products, clothing, the whole nine. Oh, okay, well, one thing about our organization, it's PeekABoo Pretty Girl, we might focus a lot on beauty, but I always want to make sure that people understand that our organization, we're not all about physical beauty. I do believe when you look good, you feel good, but that means when you're comfortable in your own skin, you feel good. So it all starts within. Self-love and self-esteem are that's the ground, that's our foundation of where we start. You can't go into a room and own it if you don't believe that you deserve it. So when we're mentoring young girls, that's the first thing that we try to, get to. And that's another reason why I feel like me and Jessica were so passionate about it, is because you will look at us now, we're both very outspoken, sociable, and confident people, but we weren't always like that. It was a deliberate place to get to, that's confidence and having that high self-esteem. So we want everybody to know that we're not just about physical beauty, it all starts with them.